and DAB, smart speaker, mobile app and LeicaRadio.com.
This is Leica Radio.
From the Sky News Centre at 9. The government insists the UK stepping up its military support for Ukraine and wants other European countries to also do more. The chair of the Conservative Party says while there's been very positive noises from France and Germany, he wants to see further action from them. It comes as Britain faces criticism over its delayed visas for Ukrainian refugees, but Oliver Dowden's been defending that.
It was an unprecedented situation and we had to move fast, and of course we don't get everything right straight away. I think we're actually up to about 70,000 visas issued.
The first openly transgender MP says he understands the process of transitioning will take many, many years. Conservative Jamie Wallace, who came out last month, says he's now free to go on that journey at a pace he feels comfortable with. He's claimed 3 Conservative cabinet ministers face allegations of sexual misconduct after being reported to a parliamentary watchdog. The Sunday Times newspapers also reporting 2 Labour shadows have been referred to the scheme, which deals with complaints against MPs. Voters in France are deciding who will be their next president. The incumbent Emmanuel Macron and far-right candidate Marine Le Pen are battling it out in a second round of voting. In sport, Tyson Fury says he's going to retire from boxing as a legend of the sport after retaining his WBC world title in front of 94,000 fans at Wembley. The unbeaten champion knocked out fellow Brit Dillian Whyte in the 6th round of their fight in London. Fury doesn't believe he's got anything left to achieve.
I've fulfilled everything I've ever wanted to fulfil. I'm going to retire as the second heavyweight in history after Rocky Marciano to retire undefeated. 2-time Ring Magazine heavyweight champion of the world. There's never been a Ring Magazine holder in my era, not one of them, and there hasn't been a lineal in my era either, and I was unbeatable at this game.
Manchester City have a 4-point lead at the top of the Premier League after thrashing Watford 5-1. Rangers beat Motherwell 3-1 in the Scottish Premiership. That's the latest.
When it feels like money's tight, it's good to know that at Tesco, we price match hundreds of products to Aldi every week. From strawberries to crumpets. So you can be sure you'll find the products that matter most to you. Because right now, every little helps.
Prices match pro rata and checked on hundreds of comparable products from GB Aldi stores and or online twice weekly. Price most often found matched excluding promotions. Products match vary by week and availability varies by store excluding Express and Northern Ireland. Details tesco.com/Aldi price match.
Leica Radio 1458 and Leica Gold 1035, a part of the Leica Group. Leica Radio Weather is brought to you by TravelUp.com. Our lowest prices are guaranteed only when you book directly through TravelUp.com or call 0207 580 5000.
Today's weather on Sunday the 24th of April 2022. Sunny intervals and a moderate breeze in London and surrounding areas with a top temperature of 18 centigrade. Sunset at 8:12 p.m. today.
Weather was brought to you by TravelUp.com. Our lowest prices are guaranteed only when you book directly through TravelUp.com.
Leica Radio.
Talking Points with Keith Vaz, celebrating diversity. Leica, London.
Leica Radio.
Good morning and welcome to the 107th edition of Talking Points on Leica Radio with me, Keith Vaz. Thank you for joining us today, Sunday the 24th of April 2022, the last Sunday of the month. Hasn't it gone quickly? I hope you're having a great weekend. Happy birthday to Robbie Gill and, of course, Her Majesty the Queen, who celebrated her 96th birthday on Thursday. The war in Ukraine enters its 9th week this week. Our thoughts and prayers are with the people of Ukraine. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has been in India this week, starting his visit on Thursday in the Gujarat and then meeting with his Indian counterpart Narendra Modi in New Delhi on Friday. Number 10 has said that this is the first time a British Prime Minister has visited the state of Gujarat, the ancestral home to roughly half the British Indian population of the UK. When he returns, he should be encouraged to visit Leicester, the home of the other half. The second round of the French presidential election concludes today. The campaign has been by no means a foregone conclusion. It's between the current president, Emmanuel Macron, and Marine Le Pen. So if you are French, then don't forget to vote today. On the programme, we'll be talking to my special guest, starting with Vice-Chancellor of the University of Leicester, Nishan Kanagaraja, who'll be talking about his role as the Vice-Chancellor, one of the very few ethnic minority Vice-Chancellors, and why there are so few BAME academic staff at universities. We will then be talking to Andrew Wood, the independent candidate for the upcoming Tower Hamlets mayoral election on the 5th of May. Finally, we'll end up with Manjit Saini, who will be talking to us about one of the most important Sikh celebrations, Vaisakhi. But before all that, let's hear some music.
No. चकोरी का जो भिड़ गया देखो टाका जी अरे टाका जी भाई घर वालों की पार्टी हो गई मूड में आ गए देखो काका जी अरे काका जी क्या खूब मिली है जोड़ी पर शर्मीली है थोड़ी ये चिंता कैसे था भी पूछो मिली कैसे नो अरे लाया कहाँ से राजा बेटी सी दुल्हनिया
Channel sponsor Tilda Rice. Elevate your festive dishes with Tilda.
ZTV HD brings you a brand new drama show, Mithai. A bubbly and cheerful Mithai always shares sweetness in everyone's life and wishes to bring happiness for all. Mithai, Monday to Saturday 2:30 p.m. and watch again at 10 p.m. on CTV HD, available on Sky 709 and Virgin Media 809.
Spices, rice, lentils, flour, Hera Foods covers everything your kitchen needs. Our products are made with high quality ingredients and packed with love. Hera Foods, king in quality, king in taste.
We've got great deals at Morrison's this Eid, like a 5 kilo VT Super Basmati rice box for just £7.50. Or how about a 750 gram pick and mix party bag for just £4? Morrison's. Make good things happen. Selected stores and online, subject to availability. When it's gone, it's gone.
Sapna Caterers presents The Orangery, the newest restaurant in town, for a premium dining experience located in the 250 acres of the lush green in Stockley Park with ample parking space. Visit The Orangery.
Scoop-Herb Ramadan Special Khajur and Badam Fresh Ice Cream. Celebrate your Ramadan with Scoop-Herb Ice Cream. Scoop-Herb on Rayners Lane, Harrow and Alperton, Wembley. Open till late during Ramadan.
पाकिस्तान पैसे भिजवाने का सबसे बेफिक्र तरीका बेफिक्र मोबाइल ऐप डाउनलोड बेफिक्र ऐप टुडे or visit bayfikr.net.
The one thing COVID did give us, digital transformation. If you're serious about digital growth and would like a tactical approach to your digital marketing, then remember the name Harty Hanks. With over 20 years experience and a proven track record, we have the talent and know-how to deliver online success. Harty Hanks, experts in consultancy, branding, design, e-commerce, search and social. Call Harty Hanks today on 020 8827 1600 or visit hhdigital.uk. Harty Hanks, your partners for digital success.
Ali Bhavan's unbeatable prices on Jamin, Haldiram, Hira, Foodco, TRS, Natco, Tilda, Shana, Ashoka, Kofresh, Shan, VT, Top Up, Tropical Sun, Maggie, Raja, Ashirvad and lots more. Ali Bhavan, 11 to 15 Marketplace, Bexley Heath, DA 670Z. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Visit alibhavan.com with ample parking.
State Bank of India UK announces its NRI Open Day at the East Ham branch. Walk into SBI UK East Ham branch at 149 to 153 High Street North, East Ham from 10 a.m. on Thursday the 28th of April. Open an NRI account without appointment. Send money to India at a special rate. Come and resolve any of your queries related to NRI banking on the day. It's the State Bank of India NRI Open Day at the East Ham branch on Thursday the 28th of April from 10 a.m.
The personalities that matter with Keith Vaz on Talking Points.
Leica Radio.
Welcome back. This is Keith Vaz on Leica Radio. Our first guest today is a glass ceiling breaker. Nishan Kanagaraja is the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Leicester, a position that he has held since November 2019. More than half of the students at Leicester University are of BAME background. Of the 13,000 students on campus, over 25% come from outside the EU, from more than 70 countries. As the first Asian origin Vice-Chancellor of the University of Leicester, Nishan is one of the very few in this country, and he's recently spoken out loudly and passionately about the chronic lack of ethnic diversity of academic staff in the United Kingdom's universities. We are now going to Leicester to talk to Nishan Kanagaraja. Good morning, Nishan.
Good morning, Keith.
Nishan, you were born in Sri Lanka in 1966 and lived your early life there. Do you remember much about your time there?
I do very much remember my time there. Obviously, I enjoyed my time there, but it was not an easy time either because our family didn't have all the financial means to do everything that other children were doing, for example. So it was a mix of fun. I had great time at school and with my friends, but also some struggles in trying to meet the basic needs of the family. So, but having said that, it gave me a fantastic platform to what I had gone on to achieve in my life.
But you then moved over to the UK. What were the circumstances of that? Was it the whole family moving or just you?
No, I think I'm very fortunate, Keith. I was very good at school. I did my education well, and I also was passionate about other activities. So I do a lot of sports. I do a bit of community work, and I was interested in many things. And then one day my headmaster came and said there is invitation for nominations from the University of Cambridge for a scholarship, and we've nominated you as one of the candidates, so don't your hopes up. It's very, very competitive, and it may or may not happen. And obviously I was delighted. And then I had an interview, and I was so thrilled when I got the scholarship to come to Cambridge, Christ College, Cambridge, to do my undergraduate in engineering. And then fortunately I got another scholarship to stay on and do my PhD as well. So that's the only reason I left Sri Lanka. I've never left Sri Lanka before. I've never been on a plane before, so that's the first time I got on a plane to come to England.
Well, it's quite a success story from Sri Lanka all the way to Cambridge. You and I both biased about the importance of that particular university, but you chose, as you say, electronics and information sciences for your PhD. Were you always interested in that particular subject?
Yes, at the time I was studying, I think everybody was excited about how electronics and information technology can affect the society. So it was an up-and-coming field at that time. So naturally, I wanted to do a course that would give me the best opportunity to do well in life. So that was the motivation, and I always enjoyed solving problems, and it seemed like a good course to do, and I enjoyed it. And it has obviously helped me to then go on and do my PhD in the same field.
When did it occur to you that you might decide to go into the management part of universities? Because obviously you're a very distinguished scientist, you were top of your field, but it's quite a leap, isn't it, to then decide I'm going to be a vice-chancellor or a pro-vice-chancellor. I'm going to set my career in that direction. When did you decide to do that? I can imagine when people decide they want to be astronauts or, things of that kind. When did you decide that?
So my career ambition when I finished my PhD was to become a professor, and that's what I was aspiring to do. And it's only by chance that I ended up going into leadership and management. And it happened when one day in the Christmas party, one of the senior professors said, the dean is looking to you for a leadership role. Are you interested? And I was quite surprised. I was thought of as a potential leader. And that was the moment, which was completely by chance. I thought leadership might be an option for me.
This is Keith Vaz on Leica Radio. I'm having a fascinating conversation with Nishan Kanagaraja, the Vice-Chancellor of Leicester University, one of our handful of BAME Vice-Chancellors in the country. When we come back, I'm going to be talking to him about the challenges of leadership and what is going on with our universities. Join us after the break.
Flight updates are brought to you by TravelUp.com. Flights, hotels and holidays.
Let's go for a flight update. All flights are as scheduled, but please check with your flight operators before heading to the airport.
Flight updates were brought to you by TravelUp.com. Lowest prices are guaranteed only when you book directly through TravelUp.com. Call 0207 580 5000. Leica Radio channel sponsor Tilda Rice. Elevate your festive dishes with Tilda.
सस्ती से सस्ती फ्लाइट्स और हॉलिडे पैकेज चाहिए तो 24 घंटे 7 दिन किसी भी समय ट्रैवल हब का नंबर मिलाइए फॉर क्रूज टेलर मेड हॉलिडे होटल बुकिंग्स एंड हनीमून पैकेजेस हमसे सस्ता कहीं नहीं मिल सकता कॉल ट्रैवल हब 24/7 और 0208-782-8833 और विजिट travelhubltd.co.uk.
Travel Hub, best service with unbeatable price.
At all protected.
Visit travelhubltd.co.uk.
We've got great deals at Morrison's this Eid, like a 5 kilo VT Super Basmati rice box for just £7.50. Or how about a 750 gram pick and mix party bag for just £4? Morrison's. Make good things happen. Selected stores and online, subject to availability. When it's gone, it's gone.
Hustle Diagnostics provides RT-PCR travel and self-assured COVID testing. Visit hustlediagnostics.com or call 0300 124 6500. Dairy Valley wishes you Ramadan Mubarak. Celebrate your iftar with superior quality Dairy Valley paneer, gulab jamun, ras malai, barfi and desi ghee. Dairy Valley available at Asian supermarkets near you.
Ali Bhavan, a large, spacious, hygienic Asian superstore in Bexley Heath with hundreds of products on special offer for this Ramadan. 4 baby chickens for £12, 4 roosters for £15, whole or half lamb only $7.99, fresh fish, tilapia, rohu or fresh prawns only $7.99, and pomfret $9.99 a kilo. TRS 750 grams broken cashews 2 for £9, Foodco 700 grams supreme almonds 2 for £12, Natco 750 grams jumbo pistachio 2 for £18, with many more unbelievable prices in store. Visit alibhavan.com, open daily from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Ali Bhavan, 11 to 15, Marketplace, Bexley Heath, DA6 7DZ. Phone 0203 149 1393.
पाकिस्तान की मकबूल चैरिटी को अब रमजान के दौरान अपनी ज़कात, फितराना और सदकात भिजवाइए सीधे आपके मोबाइल से बेफिक्र होके बेफिक्र मोबाइल ऐप डाउनलोड बेफिक्र ऐप टुडे और विजिट bayfikr.net.
Rams Cash and Carry Address.
R for reasonable,
A for affordable,
M for money saver,
and S for satisfaction.
Rams Cash and Carry ni bhai age mere maa bol wala.
Have you got a wedding in the family soon? Are you shortly celebrating your anniversary? Do you miss out the fantastic sale of beautiful gold and diamond jewellery at Minar the Diamond Specialist, 181 Upper Tooting Road, London SW17 7TG. Visit minarjewellers.com. Phone 020 8767 7627. A Ramadan special offer from Tilda Rice. Get free saffron with every purchase of a specially marked bag of Tilda Pure Basmati 5 kg, 10 kg or 20 kg. Hurry! Offer only valid while stocks last. So visit your local supermarket today. Wishing you a Ramadan Mubarak from Tilda.
Go Unlimited Plus is what you need from Leica Mobile. Unlimited international minutes, unlimited data and unlimited UK minutes and texts for just £30. That's right, just £30. So go and get the Go Unlimited Plus from Leica Mobile. Log on to leicamobile.co.uk. T's and C's apply.
Costa Coffee is not just serving any food, we're now serving M&S food. It's like your two best friends just got married in a ceremony called lunch. A joyous union of oak-smoked BLT and smooth cappuccino. A tryst of rich Americano and feta pasta salad sealed with a ring of delicious yum nut. Costa Coffee is now serving M&S food, and you, my friend, are invited. Products in selected Costa stores subject to availability.
Leica Radio is now available on mobile. Download the Leica Radio app now on your Android and iOS devices. Keith Vaz on Talking Points. Leica.
Welcome back. This is Keith Vaz on Talking Points on Leica Radio. I'm talking to Nishan Kanagaraja, the Vice-Chancellor of Leicester University. Of course, one of the finest universities in the country. Nishan, you're a leader. You have 20,000 students at your university, so if any of them do anything, obviously it's up to them, but in some way it reflects on you. You've got 3,500 staff. We've been watching what's happening in Ukraine and the leadership provided there by the President, Zelensky. What makes a leader in your view?
It's a good question. I think what is important to recognize is there is no single model for leadership. The leadership has to adapt to different situations. But I think what are the key characteristics, I would say, is that you need a clear vision. You need to know where you're going, because leadership is all about getting other people to follow you. So you need to have a clear vision as to where you want to go. And then you need to have the necessary skills to persuade those who are working for you or in your organization to believe in that vision and feel that is part of their vision too.
Now, you'll have been really challenged by COVID. You've had to close the university in effect, but it's still going because of online teaching. How much of a challenge has it been? And for those students who've missed 2 years of their education, it's very difficult for them to be able to go back. I mean, you've been in academic life for a number of years. You started in 87, you did your PhD, you did your undergraduate degree. You loved being there. It's been difficult for them, not just for them, but also for the staff. How do you think they could ever recover from this lost 2 years?
I think this is one of the things that's going to be one of the challenges facing every part of our society. But as you said, it is something that I'm very keen to look into how it affects the education at universities. So what we have, although it's been online learning, there is a lot of work done by universities to support our students during this period. And we need to recognize, even though we will come out of the pandemic and we will go for in-person teaching, we cannot assume that that'll be a smooth transition. So we need to support the students to make that transition. So that's what we are doing. And also, I think the students, on the other hand, are very resilient. I think what we are finding is the young people are quite resilient and they have adapted quite well to the challenges. So hoping that we will do our part to provide the support they need, and then the young people also getting the support they need and the resilience they have. And I think that's going to make it even stronger when they come out of the pandemic. When they graduate, they're going to have some skills the other graduates in the future didn't have, which I think is an advantage. But at the same time, I'm conscious we need to be aware there are some students who would struggle during this period.
Now, you're a role model and a pioneer. There's no question of that. But you've spoken out recently about the lack of BAME academics. What do you think the problem is? Some people might argue that actually Black and Asian people don't really want to be academics because of the background that we have. They want to go into business, they want to go into politics, they want to go into law and some of the other professions. They don't really want to be professors and vice chancellors. Do you accept that argument, or do you think there is really a fundamental problem in getting people to stay on?
I don't accept that argument, Keith. I think there are lots of people who want to progress into academic careers. Just give you one example. If you look at the number of students doing undergraduate degree from ethnic minorities and then going on to do a PhD, that is a very healthy number. But we need to understand why, after completing their PhD, they're not going into academic career. It might be that they're not seeing many role models, or it might be the system is not quite geared up to attract these people to come and work in those organizations. So I don't necessarily agree with the argument that Black or Asian ethnic minority staff, researchers are not keen on an academic career. So we need to do more, and that's what I'm very keen to do, is to raise awareness and see what are the barriers for these communities to go into higher positions in academia.
What are you going to do next, do you think? I mean, you've broken enough glass ceilings. The glass is shattering everywhere. When you get to a meeting of university vice-chancellors, you look round that room and you then look in the mirror. There are not many people who look like you. Do you think that you have a career path? Do you know what you're going to do next? Are you really focused on Leicester University and making sure this job is a success?
It's very much the latter, Keith. I've always focused on my current job, and I always believed if you do your current job well, then the next job will take care of itself. So my focus is very much in Leicester. I'm very happy, enjoying my current role. It's a great university, fantastic staff, fantastic diversity. It has so much potential for opening up opportunities for ethnic minority communities, socially disadvantaged communities, and also as a research-intensive university to make great breakthroughs in medicine, business, science, engineering. So that's what I love about Leicester, and I'm at the moment enjoying it, and I'm planning to do the best I can here.
Nishan Kanagaraja, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been fascinating talking to you. Congratulations on what you've done so far, and I know that you will have a very, very bright future ahead of you, whatever you do. We always ask our special guests to choose a song that means something to them and to dedicate it to someone who means something to them. Which song have you chosen?
So the song I would like to choose is The Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics. And I want to dedicate this to my parents. Sadly, my father passed away very young and he never got to see the things that I've gone on to achieve. And as I said, I had a very difficult life and they had as well. So that's my motto. You should never have any regrets in life. Enjoy every moment.
It's a lovely motto to have. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you, Keith, and also best wishes to all the listeners.
Let's hear Nishan's.
Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustrations come beating on your door. I know that I'm a prisoner to all my father held so dear. I know that I'm a hostage to all his hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. Oh, crumpled bits of paper filled with imperfect thoughts, still to conversations. I'm afraid that's all we've got. You say you just don't see it. He says it's perfect sense. You just can't get agreement in this present tense. We all talk a different language, talking in defense. Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it clear. Oh, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. It's too late. It's too late when we die. Oh, when we die. We don't see eye to eye. So we open up a quarrel between the present and the past. We only sacrifice the future. It's the bitterness that lasts. So don't yield to the fortunes you sometimes see as fate. It may have a new perspective on a different day. And if you don't give up and don't give in, you may just be okay. So say it, say it, say it loud. Say it clear. Oh, say it clear. You can listen as well as you hear. Because it's too late. It's too late when we die. Whoa, when we die. We don't see eye to
Leica Radio.
Traffic and travel.
I'm Sean Moore. The M23 southbound is closed until the early hours of tomorrow morning for roadworks at Junction 8 for the M25 interchange. On the M4 both ways, it's closed for roadworks between Junctions 8 and 9 for Maidenhead and Junction 6 for Slough. On the Tube, the District Line's got no service between Whitechapel and Upminster and severe delays on the rest of the line because of a power failure. Hammersmith and City Line is no service because of a power failure. And on the London Overground, there are severe delays between Willesden Junction and Watford Junction because of the late finish of engineering works. And that's the latest traffic and travel.
Talking Points with Keith Vaz, celebrating diversity. Leica, London.
Welcome back. This is Talking Points with Keith Vaz on Leica Radio. As you may know, the headquarters of Leica Radio is actually in Canary Wharf. My guest today is Councillor Andrew Wood, who is an independent candidate for the upcoming mayoral elections in Tower Hamlets, which will take place on the 5th of May. He's also looking to be re-elected as the councillor for Canary Wharf, a position he's held for nearly 8 years. We'll be talking to him today about his work within our rapidly growing ward of over 20,000 people. Let's talk to Councillor Andrew Wood. Good morning, Councillor Wood.
Good morning.
Now, you've worked in the area for 8 years. It's obviously an area of London and Tower Hamlets that means a great deal to you personally. What do you see as the main challenges of working as a councillor in a ward with so many developments going on?
Well, as you can probably see from looking out your window, and obviously listeners won't be able to do that, we have enormous population growth on the Isle of Dogs. We have the tallest residential buildings in the United Kingdom in or next to the ward itself, and that generates a lot of work. And one of the resulting factors, you just said there are 20,000 residents today. At the low point, probably in the early 1980s, we probably had about 3,000 to 4,000 residents who have gone from that to 20,000. And depending on what happens with some of the big sites next to you, potentially we're looking at a population of between 30 and 40,000 people in the same space that, 3,000 to 4,000 people lived in the early 1980s. So a lot of my work is basically related to trying to raise awareness of that simple fact, and making sure that the population has all of the things that they will need to support such a large population.
As you say, the growth in Canary Wharf has been extraordinary since the whole development began 3 decades ago. Do you ever get up in the morning and just suddenly see a building that actually you didn't know anyone had applied for planning permission for, and you think, oh my God, it's all getting out of control? Or do you accept that it's important to have places for people to live?
So we absolutely need to build more new homes, and Canary Wharf is one of the places to do that. But we are building at a scale and height and density unmatched by anywhere else, I think, even within Western Europe, which creates these kind of unique problems. But yes, some developments, I sort of miss a couple, and I suddenly start, figure out, they're starting work on that site. Where did that come from? And then I sort of find out, well, it actually got, approval at a planning appeal, for example. So a few do slip by me, but, we have, for example, Landmark Pinnacle. It's 75 stories high, 984 apartments on the site of where a pub used to be. So, we have some buildings which are very hard to miss.
Now, you're running to become the mayor of Tower Hamlets, a very important job. We have an elected mayor system, but you're running as an independent, so you don't have the machine of the big parties. What do you think the big difference is about running as an independent rather than running with a acknowledged and recognised party ticket?
It basically means I'm campaigning on my name, Andrew Wood. There's some very practical things which I won't mean, for example, I won't have a symbol on a ballot paper, so no Labour red rose. I don't have access to the marked register. But what it does do is give me the freedom to innovate and do things completely different to anybody else. It means I can avoid some of the tribalism that goes on in UK party politics, and it means I have no political party to manage, because I know that takes up a lot of time of the other candidates. And I'm basically campaigning on the basis of the work that I've done for the last sort of 8 years as a councillor. And I think I'm reasonably well known in Tower Hamlets, and a lot of people, I sort of sit at meetings and then people come up to me and sort of say, hello, Andrew Wood, and I've never seen that person before, but they know who I am. So we'll find out on the 5th of May whether what I'm doing appeals to people or not.
Now, you've discussed in your mayoral election campaign plans to produce a People's Manifesto. Why do you think a People's Manifesto is so important to the future of Tower Hamlets, and what exactly does that mean?
So the reason for doing it is I've been very disappointed by what the current mayor, John Biggs, has actually done over the last sort of 7 years. His own manifesto came out a couple of days ago, and I've only had a very quick look at it. And again, I'm disappointed because I just don't think it really deals with the issues that we face in Tower Hamlets. And the whole point of doing this People's Manifesto is I'm putting ideas out there in draft format and seeking people's views, and then amending my manifesto based on feedback from residents. So I'm doing that on Twitter as Andrew Wood 17, or on Facebook. I run a Facebook group called Canary Wharf and Isle of Dogs Residents, which has got 33,000 members as of today. So I can reach a lot of people, and we can have some really good discussions about the problems that are out there, and how can a local authority help or deal with some of those issues. Fire safety being perhaps one of the most important.
Councillor Andrew Wood, the independent candidate for the Mayor of Tower Hamlets in the election on the 5th of May, thank you so much for joining us. And as I will say to all candidates, as we are an independent radio station, the very best of luck in your campaign. Thank you for joining us on Leica Radio.
Thanks very much, Keith, and thanks to the listeners of Leica Radio.
As I said, Andrew Wood is not the only candidate for Mayor in Tower Hamlets. The other declared candidates are, in alphabetical order, John Biggs, the Labour Party candidate, Pamela Holmes, Independent, Pierre Hugo, the Unionist and Socialist Coalition, Rabina Khan for the Liberal Democrats, Lutfa Rahman for Aspire, and Elliot Weaver, the Conservative Party candidate. This is Keith Vaz on Talking Points on Leica Radio.
सखियां ने मैनू मैडम मार दिया बुड्डियां ने चन्ना गल्ला प्यार दिया
सखियां ने मैनू मेरे मार दिया बुड्डियां ने गल्ला चन्ना प्यार दिया शाम नू तू किथे किदे नाल होना आ वेखियां मैं फोटोआं विखार दिया
मैनू डर जिहा लगदा ए दिल टुट ना जाए बेचारा तेरे यार बथेरे ने मेरा तू ही है बस यारा तेरे यार बथेरे ने मेरा तू ही है बस यार कि तेरे नाल ही तो प्यार मैं करता प्यार मैं करता जब मैं अकेले मुझे याद तेरी आती है झूठी झूठी बातें तेरी मुझको सताती है
कभी कभी फिल्म दिखा दिया कर हो कभी कभी मैनू भी घुमा लिया कर कभी कभी फिल्म दिखा दिया कर कभी कभी मैनू भी घुमा लिया कर तुझसे कभी जरूर उठ जाऊं एक बार आके मुझे तू मना लिया कर
तू जिस कर तो रोके मैं गलना करा दोबारा तेरे यार बथेरे ने मेरा तू ही है बस यारा तेरे यार बथेरे ने मेरा तू ही है बस यारा ऐसी गल किसे नाल आज किसे नाल जो कल किसे नाल तेरे नाल होना है गुजारा जट्टी दा मेरा नहीं होर कोई हल किसे नाल एक पासे तू बब्बू एक पासे है जग सारा तेरे यार बथेरे ने मेरा तू ही है बस यारा तेरे यार बथेरे ने मेरा तू ही है बस यारा एक तू ही है एक तू ही है बस यारा तू ही है एक तू ही है बस यारा ना 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 na 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 na.
Leica Radio Weekends. Leica Radio channel sponsor Tilda Rice. Elevate your festive dishes with Tilda.
Mom, have you bought some of those delicious noodles? You mean Coca, the king of noodles? Coca means delicious. Variety of flavors available in Coca packet, Coca cup and Coca bowl noodles. Suitable for vegetarians and halal approved. The king of noodles, Coca noodles, packets, cups and bowls, now available everywhere in the UK.
We've got great deals at Morrison's this Eid, like a 5 kilo VT Super Basmati rice box for just £7.50. Or how about a 750 gram pick and mix party bag for just £4? Morrison's. Make good things happen. Selected stores and online, subject to availability. When it's gone, it's gone.
These long summer days means you break your fast much later. Tropical Sun Coconut Water gives your body the much-needed rejuvenation for Ramadan. Tropical Sun Coconut Water, your iftari and sehri partner.
Scoop-Herb Ramadan Special Khajur and Badam Fresh Ice Cream. Celebrate your Ramadan with Scoop-Herb Ice Cream. Scoop-Herb on Rayners Lane, Harrow and Alperton, Wembley. Open till late during Ramadan.
Assalamualaikum, assalam. Got the solution to your suhoor and iftar. Shana has that home-style taste. Aloo gobi and mixed veg. Tasty parathas you could share and samosas for iftar. Na ye tera hai, na mera hai, ye sabka hai त्योहार Ramadan Mubarak Ramadan.
Break your fast with Shana.
Sunrise Glazing का मतलब है quality, competitive price and quick service at the same time. Sunrise Glazing का मतलब है windows, doors, bifolding doors, composite doors with German profile. Sunrise Glazing is on 01895 23 22 22 or sales at sunriseglazing.co.uk.
बिना चांद के आसमान कैसा लगेगा?
बिल्कुल अधूरा।
बिना शीरीं के फरहाद?
अकेली।
बिना लबाबदार बिरयानी के ईद?
तौबा तौबा।
तभी तो कहती हूँ कि कुछ जोड़ियाँ बेजोड़ होती हैं, जैसे कि लंबे और नफीस ग्रेन्स वाला टिल्डा ग्रैंड एक्स्ट्रा लॉन्ग बासमती राइस और बिरयानी।
अब समझ आया, बिरयानी को बेहतरीन बनाता है कौन? Elevate your biryani with Tilda Grand Extra Long Basmati Rice. Ramadan Mubarak from Tilda.
State Bank of India UK announces its NRI Open Day at the East Ham branch. Walk into SBI UK East Ham branch at 149 to 153 High Street North, East Ham from 10 a.m. on Thursday the 28th of April. Open an NRI account without appointment. Send money to India at a special rate. Come and resolve any of your queries related to NRI banking on the day. It's the State Bank of India NRI Open Day at the East Ham branch on Thursday the 28th of April from 10 a.m.
दीन इस्लाम मोहब्बत का पैगाम अल्लाह का इनाम खालिक का है पैगाम लाइका रेडियो और लाइका गोल्ड के तमाम लिसनर्स के लिए हम पेश कर रहे हैं खसूसी रमजान ट्रांसमिशन वक्त सहर और वक्त इफ्तार आपके मेजबान रॉकी खान के हमरा। इस खिदमत को आप तक पेश करने में हमारा साथ दिया है तारिक हलाल वालों ने, जो अपनी ब्रांचेस के हमरा बेशतर सेंसब्रीज की ब्रांचेस से फ्रेश हलाल मीट मुहैया करते हैं और अब डिलीवरी की मदद से फौरन फ्रेश हलाल मीट होम डिलीवर भी करते हैं। ये रमजान हम और आप ईमान की मजबूती के साथ।
You wanted it, you got it. The new Leica Radio mobile app is available now. Download for free from the Play Store or App Store and listen to Leica Radio and Leica Gold wherever you are.
Leica Radio.
Leica Radio channel sponsor Tilda Rice. Elevate your festive dishes with Tilda.
Celebrate all your special moments with Haldirams. Your most loved Haldiram sweets are made in the UK. Now available at Sainsbury's and Asian grocery stores across the country. You can also order online at www.haldiramuk.com.
There's a solution to getting on the housing ladder. There's a solution to being within easy commuting distance of London. There's a solution to having a great home life and vibrant community. Evolution is the solution. Evolution in Southall has many styles of apartments, all available with shared ownership, and they're ready to move into now. Find out more about Evolution. Visit networkhomessales.co.uk.
Rams Cash and Carry Mollison Way Edgeware. ગુજરાતની લોકપ્રિય ઘર સામગ્રી હવે લંડનમાં. ઘેર બેઠા ગુજરાત એટલે
Rams Cash and Carry ની ભાઈ Edgeware માં બોલ બાલા.
Every time I take off, my heart stays back in India. मेरे अपनों के पास, wherever I reside in the world, my heart still beats India की धुन पर. बस इसीलिए it's time to make a home in my homeland.
Now buy your dream home in India from UK with ICICI Bank Home Loans for the Indian at heart.
The home loans and services are subject to Reserve Bank of India rules and offered by ICICI Bank Limited India. Terms and conditions apply. Call us on 0344 412 4444 or visit icicibank.co.uk.
Go Unlimited Plus is what you need from Leica Mobile. Unlimited international minutes, unlimited data, and unlimited UK minutes and texts for just £30. That's right, just £30. So go and get the Go Unlimited Plus from Leica Mobile. Log on to leicamobile.co.uk. T's and C's apply.
Shop till you drop at Ali Bhavan with hundreds of special offers under one roof for this Ramadan. On fresh fruit and veg, meat, fish, groceries, household items, Ali Bhavan, 11 to 15 Marketplace, Bexley Heath, DA 670Z. Just opposite McDonald's and between Barclays and Nando's. Less than a minute's walk from the Broadway Square car park. Rear car park and collection facilities available. Ali Bhavan, it's all about food.
K Furniture's huge stock sale is now on. Save up to 70% on sofas, dining, beds, bedroom, living and lounge furniture. All available available for immediate delivery only while stocks last. Visit K Furniture showrooms in Cricklewood, Harrow, Hatch End and Hayes. Hurry, when it's gone, it's gone. kfurniture.co.uk. Quality furniture at unbeatable prices.
Flight Path Travel, we're agents of our customers to help you get the best travel solutions for worldwide travel. For air tickets, RT-PCR, hotel, tours and visas. Call now at 0203 463 7788.
This Ramadan, open your heart to those less fortunate with the Living is Giving campaign in association with Morrison's. Buy any participating pack and a portion of the price will be donated to Together for Short Lives, a charity helping parents and their terminally ill children make the most of their limited time together. Lend a helping hand with the Living is Giving campaign in association with Morrison's. Participating brands CoFresh, Foodco, Elephantata, KTC, Badsha and Bakiza.
Switch between Leica Radio and Leica Gold at the touch of a button. Download the Leica Radio mobile app and listen to your favourite stations on mobile now.
Leica Radio.
The personalities that matter with Keith Vaz on Talking Points.
Leica Radio.
Welcome back. This is Talking Points with Keith Vaz on Leica Radio. Finally, from Canary Wharf, let's go up to the East Midlands. Our final guest is Manjit Sahni, who is a management accountant in the East Midlands and someone who is very active in local politics and at her local Gurdwaras. Last Tuesday, in the United Kingdom, nearly 500,000 Sikhs began celebrations for Vaisakhi, the most important Sikh festival of the year. There are over 30 million Sikhs worldwide, and they come together on Vaisakhi to celebrate 1699, the year when Sikhism was born as a collective faith. Let's talk to Manjit Sahni about the significance of Vaisakhi, what it means to Sikhs across the world. Good morning, Manjit Sahni.
Good morning. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Manjit, what is the origin of Vaisakhi and why is it celebrated at this time of the year?
So Vaisakhi is celebrated for two reasons. One, for the harvesting time, and secondly, for the creation of the Khalsa. So in 1699, the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, created the Khalsa.
Now, the celebrations in places like Leicester and Southall and Wolverhampton were quite awesome before the pandemic. Then you had the quieter period during the pandemic. People were not allowed to go to Gurdwaras. I suppose people are looking forward to this celebration, which has happened already, but also more is planned in the next couple of weeks. Has there been a really good getting together because of the fact that the pandemic is deemed to be over?
Yes, you can see the numbers of the Sikh community coming out for Nagar Kirtan. So I was in Wolverhampton on Sunday. There was loads of Sangat, the people out celebrating, and it was just lovely. And I think, like you say, the 2 years of the COVID has restricted us to mix with family and friends. It was a nice way to celebrate, and I think obviously there's future Nagar Kirtans happening, so it's lovely to see everybody coming out together to celebrate.
What's the main lesson that we can all learn from Sikhism? There's obviously messages that come out of every religion. Sikhism in particular, the collective way in which people are able to eat together, the way in which they are celebrated when they come into the Gurdwaras. What do you think the message of Sikhism is?
Well, Sikhism is a religion that is open to, which respects the equality and rights of others regardless of the caste, gender or colour or creed. So they're all welcome. So it doesn't matter what religion or faith you believe in, you are always welcome within our Gurdwaras.
I should ask you a final question about your role in your local community as a representative on the council. What's it been like? Was it what you expected? What's been the best part of it and the ones that you find a challenge?
Yes, so obviously, it's a challenge, and it's good to, and it's satisfying when you do resolve certain matters.
Manjit Sahni, thank you so much for joining us today. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Fateh to you and to the whole of the Sikh community. I hope you have a very enjoyable Sunday.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Fateh. Thank you, Keith, and I would like to thank yourself for allowing me to come onto the radio show to speak about Vaisakhi and the Sikh community, and I'd like to wish all the best to all the Leica Radio listeners. Thank you.
के समझ इशारे मैंने तोड़ देने बॉर्डर सारे मेरी अखियों के समझ इशारे मैंने तोड़ देने बॉर्डर सारे बस टाइम है थोड़ा अख मेरे उते उते हाय रख ले सोने आवे कल होना है फरार आज तक ले सोने आवे लब शब्द दा सवाद आज चख ले सोने आवे कल होना है फरार आज तक ले सोने आवे लब शब्द सवाद आज चख ले सोने आवे एक गल कहनी तैनू एक गल कहनी है कि सेल्फी तेरे नाल लेनी है कि सेल्फी तेरे नाल लेनी है मेरी अखियों का ब्रांडेड काजल वे तेरी अखियों को मैसेज करता है तूफान उठे मेरे सीने में तू जब जब उसको पढ़ता है मैं चीज ही कुछ ऐसी हूँ सबका दिल मुझ पे ही अड़ता है जमीन के आशिक एक तरफ वो चांद भी मुझ पे मरता है मैंने दिल तेरा तोड़ा चल टोटे 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 हाय चकले सोने आवे कल होना है फरार आज तक ले तक लब शब्द सवाद आज चख ले सोने आवे कल होना है फरार आज तक ले सोने आवे लब शब्द सवाद आज चख ले सोने आवे
Talking Points with Keith Vaz, celebrating diversity. Leica, London.
That's it for this week. Time's up. My thanks to Vice-Chancellor Nishan Kanaraja, Tower Hamlets mayoral candidate Andrew Wood and Manjit Sahni. Special thanks to my production assistant Dan, producer Rena, and of course my editor Adam. To end today's programme, we'll be listening to the Deepika Padukone's remake of the classic Dum Maro Dum, the original being the soundtrack for the Bollywood film Hare Rama Hare Krishna. Stay tuned for Sheena, who follows the news. This has been Talking Points on Leica Radio with Keith Vaz, broadcasting from London. Have a great Sunday.
Hey, फिर देख रहा है आज आंख सेक रहा है कल हाथ सेकेगा आज ढील छोड़ रहा है कल खुद ही रोकेगा आज मेरे लिए चेयर खींच रहा है कल मेरी स्कर्ट खींचेगा कि नहीं अक्कड़ बक्कड़ बम्बई बो 80-90 पूरी 100 रुपए का दम जो लूं 200 गम हो उड़न छू क्यों मैं तू कर रहे ऊंचे से ऊंचा बंदा 40 पे बैठे नंगा फिर काहे की सोसाइटी साली काहे का पाखंडा भेजे से कलेजे के कलेजे से मिट जाए हमारोगे तो जियोगे हमारा दम मारो दारो दम मारो दम मिट जाए हम बोलो सुबह शाम
AM and DAB. Smart speaker, mobile